continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Well, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Garabay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's home. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Jets had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So this is like the best, worst love story ever?
I really do. It's like I'm nuts for this girl, you know, and she's just...
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Everything from you.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Okay, love is never having to lead on love lights, but she's going to do this to somebody else.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, well, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
I want to deal with what's first the truth. Look, I didn't sell them anything useful. It was information from years ago.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. This one complete to Alec Pierce. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Jackson on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take over once again.
Damn, he baited.
At their own 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver.
I was just saying, I think it's here.
Or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order.
And he can't get
why, dog?
gets it
Damn, they
for
fucking
that
stupid.
sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets this one just shy of the 35.
Come on, man.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Oh, okay.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this 1st half of football so far. Back to the ground with Hall. Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for bringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. They're still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. He's got the 1st down and more. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. On the Jets sweep, here comes Moore. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Elijah Moore, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And his kick is good, but flags come in.
Why? I didn't even touch.
Call here on the follow through, and that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Jackson on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
No, not at all.
What about the defense?
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Here's Berrios. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The computer said I was abducted. That's like kidnapped, right? Kidnapped and stolen.
I'm sure there's some sort of explanation.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, They'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
This is exactly like deep into the ocean.
Now it's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
All roads lead to Father Boss. Brian Matthews, D.C., married his high school sweetheart, Lisa, of 19.
2 months later, Carson was born.
Shotgun wedding.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Wilson.
What? Are you serious right now, bro? Come on now, dog.
Third with a solid gain of 23.
And that's well executed.
Come on now,
I
dog.
love the confidence that they have.
Come on
To let their
now,
tight end try to
dog.
find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw again is Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Gay's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Oh, wait a minute, they declined it.
Makes no sense, right? They just gave up a big yardage play, right?
And now it's going to stand. Well,
the only thing I can think, someone is mad at their own defense, and they're trying to teach them a really, really crazy lesson.
they give to Taylor out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and the Jets will take over.
All right, Joseph.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally.
That was me. My dude would have hopped out.
Let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations.
Like, why is they dudes just let them run? But my man, this shit on my fucking nerves.
And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Caught right side, Davis. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36.
I'm holding the
gain of
button.
10 as they look to add on
Holding the fucking
Now
button.
we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll get it inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled
Madden is holding me right now, man.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York.
Why is everybody bunched up in one fucking circle? Now this nigga is whipping my ass. He's not even good, bro.
These guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Gaines is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
No, don't try to hold me now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the
My thing is, y'all just
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run.
Oh, that's
They're
why.
trying
That's
to stick
J.J.
with it,
Watt.
but the results, they just aren't there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
That's not what I wanted to pick. I need those slant
The
plays.
Colts have a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Why don't you move right, bro? Come on.
Quentin Williams there to bring him down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback.
Fucking offensive line, dude, is trash.
As we approach the end of this one.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Quentin Williams, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
It's Friday night. Friday night. We butterfly s'mores and movies.
On the counter, it's Hall. Tackle there by Nick Cross. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to get 7
They just keep giving him yards
down
after yards
at the
after
27.
yards. This shit
Brandon, I've got to think
irritating.
this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
61 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, I don't think there's any
It's
question.
just
Brandon, at
fucking
this stage,
stupid, bro.
the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And they take a knee. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
I know you're going to kick it, so let's kick it.
That's not why you're here, is it?
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now it's Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way,
it's going to be 2nd game without no fucking touchdown. Even Troops is getting touchdowns.
His feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And Jackson throwing once more. Forced out to his left. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here's Jackson to throw. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the 1st quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the 1st quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Jets, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time.
Plus, I'm senior field agent. I'm pulling rank.
I'm also a trained assassin.